Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be a pick a pile reading for your spiritual guidance this week. Both sides have the exact same number of cards from each deck. So this is pile 1 and this is pile 2. Take a deep breath and decide which one you're more connected to. All right, this is pile 2's reading. Pile 1 is posted the video before this one. So let's see what we have from the Ascended Masters. Mahavatar Babaji, Soul Expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. And if you don't, I feel like you're waking up to that. He's got these rings of energy that surround him. It's his unconscious mind going into the ethers. So he's literally connecting all of the living things on the planet. And he's tapping into the collective consciousness in this card. So he's starting to connect his heart space and all of his chakras, his energy points throughout his body, into the ethers. And he's starting to see that everything is very connected. And this is part of your soul growth and development and expanding your consciousness as well as your soul to connect to every living thing. Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. So I feel like you have to be really brave. She was a warrior. She reminds me of Wonder Woman in this of all things. But I feel like she really is tapped into source energy. That echoes by the illuminated crown up here on top of her head. And that moon phases could also be something that you really connect to. So full moons, new moons. We just had a new moon on the 13th. So I do feel like you need to really focus your intention on what it is that you want out of life. Dream big. There's nothing saying that, they can't be achieved. It may take a little bit more time, energy, and focus, but nothing is impossible when Source is directing your steps. So expect the best possible outcome. Remember, your thoughts become things, so stay positive. The Sacred Self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, and dance with the sacred rhythm of life. So I feel like, again, we really need to connect not only to our heart space, to our crown chakra, but we really need to connect to Source. And Source sees us as a sacred entity, a sacred being. And so we need to actually practice mindful techniques of being who we truly are, and that we need to actually express ourselves in meaningful ways, express our gifts, and that maybe some of that is through dance or being able to move our body. And those might be some things that help you to connect to those higher realms. Spirit needs you to surrender. The angels are asking you to trust them and to allow them to guide you where you need to be. So if there's some things that have been challenging for you this week or any other time, Spirit needs you to know that they stand with you and that they're here to help you, and that all you need to do is ask for their guidance and assistance. You are brought here with free will, so you do have to ask. They are not allowed to intervene most times otherwise. So they want you to surrender, open your heart, and let them guide the way. There is some inner child healing that they want you to work through this week. So this angel is holding this little child, and she's giving her golden light or unconditional love from above. So if there is some wounds that you need to heal from childhood, if you've got some issues that you're working through, most of us do. I don't think anybody had like a perfect life ever. So this is telling us that we can get that inner child healing through adulthood. So if there's things that maybe you wanted as a child that you never got, try giving those things to yourself now within reason, and give that child the love that they never got or the comfort that they needed, especially now as an adult. Sometimes I feel like we need it even more. All right, so forgiveness and understanding. There may be a situation in your life where either you need to forgive or you need forgiveness, and that you may need some compassion and understanding for both sides of the coin. We don't always know what other people are going through. A lot of times people hide their darkest parts, or they hide the things that they really struggle with. So if somebody's lashing out or somebody's going through something, try and give them a little bit of grace and see maybe things from a different perspective. We don't always know what people are going through. If there is also somewhere in your life where you need forgiveness, either to yourself or to another, ask for forgiveness, even energetically, and see if the angels don't help facilitate that forgiveness and understanding. Okay, from the animals, a moose. With self-reliance and measured patience, adversity will be overcome. So it's going to take some patience. It'll take some time. Spirit wants you to know you can rely on them as well as yourself in order to get through any sort of challenges that you're dealing with. It may take a while though, so have some patience in order to get through this. The bear. Nurture creativity and return to the sweetness of life. So, you may have some creative juices flowing this week. You really need to embrace that, I feel like. I think we need to stop living such, boring lives, and we actually need to embrace our creativity. It's something that also helps connect us to source energy, that spark of creativity, following your passions, things that make you excited again. And that way you're going to start to enjoy life again instead of things being so hard or so boring. So make sure that you nurture your creativity and return to the sweetness of life. The Whale. Through music, you reclaim life's magic and you grow strong in body and soul. The whales sing songs to each other to communicate through the deep ocean. So this may be how you express yourself through music, through singing, writing, poetry, things like that. But this is also an indication that you need to connect with music. Again, there's a reason why we need to follow these passions that we have. Maybe it's listening to your favorite song. Maybe you need to dance. Maybe you need to sing. Maybe you write. But there's some sort of creativity, and the music is going to help you to align with that. So that's what I have for your weekly message this week. I hope something resonates. Have a great week.